Father, the sleeper has awakened!
What's up, YouTube? It's ArtisanMc, and for this one, I'm gonna do something a little different. Recording this PMDM early Wednesday, January 27th. It's like 5:45 in the morning. I just pulled up and parked at work, so I had some things on my mind, and I figured it might make good content in a way. So, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about the fact that I've heard a couple of dumb conversations over the last 2 weeks with different women, and it's really still circling my head. So, because it's still circling my head, I want to talk about it. The one I recently heard was the idea of a woman being upset because a man would not make her the center of his world. And my assertion was that a man should never make a woman the center of his world. Should not do it. Now, initially, I said he can't do it, but later I refined it when I thought about it even further than I had already thought about it to he should. And the woman was still not getting this part, right? So I took her through a scenario of how things have gone in the past and should go presently in relationships, and being that, couples find each other and the man has a purpose in life. I believe every man should have a purpose. He does. And he should try to fulfill his purpose or find it and then fulfill it. A woman in that man's life, excuse me, should help him serve his purpose. Because I do believe, and not based on any one religion, but multiple ones, that a woman's job is to help a man serve his purpose. Okay, be it Christian, Catholicism, Muslim, or excuse me, Islam, or something, anything like that. You should be helping him on his purpose, right? You should. Now, where this differs from most, I do believe that a man in the beginning should be a woman's purpose. Should. But over time, if they develop a decent functioning relationship, that purpose will shift from the man onto the children, because that is the woman's purpose. Purpose on this planet is to birth life, to put life on this planet. If you're not doing that purpose, then what are you doing? I mean, even as a male, if you're not recreating yourself or giving life to a woman to birth the seeds of a new generation, then what are you doing? Should be building something, right? Something that'll stand and be useful for everybody else, be it your legacy or not. So that's his purpose. Her purpose is those children. And in which case, once she has children, the man ceases to be her whole world, and those children become her whole world, right? But the man still needs to be on his purpose to be able to provide for the woman and the child and to protect them and to build something that will take care of them and protect them. Now, where this seems to go awry in this conversation is that because I described the relationship and men and women in that way, it was called medieval thinking. And to me, that's kind of ridiculous because even if it was medieval thinking, that means that that thinking has been around for a long time and has stood the test of time. The stuff that she was saying had not been around forever and had not proven the test of time. And I pointed to just current day society where the dating, mating, and family landscape is all screwed up because a amount of women wants to trade places with the man and have him just lording over her and not fulfill her purpose and have him not fulfilling his purpose to fulfill the purpose that she wants, which is kissing her ass and seeing her as the sun, the moon, the stars, and the quasars. That's not how that works. So, in explaining to her why that doesn't work, I described to her how if a man makes a woman his world, how that can go. And as I told her, if a man makes a woman his whole world, the woman does not have any freedom. And that's what she thought. She thought that meant that she could work and do all the rest of that stuff and everything would be okay. He'd just love all over her. No, that is not how that shit works. Because men, especially if they're on their purpose, obsess on their purpose. You look at any genius, any musical virtuoso or whatever, when they are on their purpose and that purpose is their world, they are totally fixated on that. They give a shit about anything else. Anything. And if a man, see my supervisor, if a man makes a woman his purpose, that's all he's going to be focused on. That means she can't do shit. She ain't going to be running out with the girls. She's not going to have, time to go to work or she's not going to have time to do none of that. He is going to be stuck on her ass like white on rice all the time. And it's going to drive her crazy. And the minute he gets the feeling that she is trying to either leave him or is dissatisfied, there is going to be a problem. There's going to be a huge problem because, in typical male fashion, he is going to crack down harder and hold on tighter. He's going to knuckle down and he's going to hold on tighter, and it's going to make her nuts. And for what I told her, it's like the end result, which you could see it as being the most extreme, which I don't think it is a man making a woman his whole world. That woman gets dissatisfied and wants to leave him and not be with him anymore. The man faces the reality of having his whole world leave and he has nothing left and he is nothing. This is where you get your murder suicides from. That's where that ends. That's where that path of a man making his whole world a woman ends. It ends in a murder suicide because you can't take a man's whole world from him. He will violently oppose that shit. He will have nothing else. That's why men commit more suicide. Not attempt, commit. Because if you start pulling a man's world from him, there's only so many options that he has left. And death is one of them. So she doesn't understand this point, and in the conversation she got quiet because now she's actually thinking about what it is she's asking for. And what she's asking for is something that she saw in a movie. This goes into further proving the delusions of modern women, their romantic ideals, their beliefs on what a relationship could be are completely fabricated from television in movies, something that they saw they liked. And unfortunately, I'm the one that has to point out to them that is a fantasy and that was not real. Now, her defense in this conversation was the notebook. Now, I like the notebook. I like Rachel McAdams. I like James Garner. I like Ryan Gosling. I thought it was an all right movie. But I also know that that movie was probably not how things would go. The reason people like the notebook so much because it is a romantic ideal of how things should go or how you would like to see things go. But the reason you like it is because you know it doesn't go that way. That is not how things happen. Because in the real world, the roles would have been reversed. It would have been the man laying there having amnesia and the woman reading to him for a little while and then getting tired of doing that shit and leaving him there to perish, forgetting who she was altogether. So that's it for now. I got some stuff to do. I need to help out here. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.